Hello everyone, welcome to Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. Today we are going to see some PYQs of PSTR exam. We are going to see this subject computer literacy. Now for those of you who don't know what this PSTR exam is, it stands for Primary School Teacher Recruitment. So it is for classes 1 to 5. When you clear this exam, you have the job opportunity of teaching to students of class 1 to 5. So I've written here it has 4,000 plus vacancies. Now 4,000 plus vacancies means it is a good number. Even if you just attempt the paper, there are high chances that you will get that position. So this is the exam pattern for your PSTR exam. All these subjects will be there from question 1 to question 150. Okay, you will have 150 questions to answer, out of which 25 are computer literacy. If you see, language has 20 marks, GK has 15 marks, even mathematics has 20 marks, but computer literacy has 25 marks. It has a good amount of weightage in your exam. So you guys might know that in this generation, everything is about using computers, using AI and technology. So it is important to keep up with this subject computer literacy because right now it is in very much demand. Computers are in very much demand. However, you won't have those complex coding and all. This computer literacy, this subject in PSTR is basic knowledge on computers, on working of computers, their generation and all. So we could discuss syllabus. If you guys show interest, we can see syllabus, computer literacy syllabus for PSTR. Let me know in the comment section if you want us to make more videos, solve more papers, or just do more model questions or discuss syllabus. Whatever it is, you let us know in the comment section so we can proceed. Now we are only going to solve few questions from 2015 PSTR paper of only subject computer literacy. So without any delay, let us start from our first question. So your first question in computer literacy, question 126 is second generation computers were developed during. It is asking that second generation computers belong to which year? In which year were second generation computers made? Now to solve this question, first we need to know what second generation computers are. So the first ever computer that was made was in the year 1940. Okay, first computer was made in the year 1940. I hope you guys write it down because you know these years and again in the class there are some full forms. All of that you can't remember just by listening to me. Okay, if you write it down, you will be able to remember. Even after few days, you can again come and see as to what second generation computers were, what first generation computers were. Okay. So the first computer was made in the year 1940. What were its properties? First thing that you have to make note is that they were made using vacuum tubes. You have to remember this term, vacuum tubes. It is very important. First generation computers means your mind should go to vacuum tubes only. Okay. And these computers were very big. Big as in one whole room used to get occupied, that big. Today laptops, they can fit on your desk, you can take it, carry in your bags. But the first computer was not like that. It was very big. Okay. And they were very slow. Very slow they used to work and they used to get overheated a lot. So this was the first computer they made. They realized that it is having some drawbacks. So they made a second computer in the year 1956. So the second computer they made was using transistors. This word also you have to remember, transistors. For first computer made, they used vacuum tubes. For second computer, they used transistors. And they were very fast and they took less power. So they were better than the first generation computers or the first computer that was made. Then again they saw some drawbacks in this second computer. So they made a computer for the third time. Then they made for a fourth time. Okay, every time they updated their computer characteristics. So to solve this question, we will make a timeline. This is for your understanding. It is not that complicated. I'm only telling you what second generation computers are. So like I said, when was the first computer made? In which year was it made? 1940, right? And today it is 2026. Since then, since 1940 to 2026, they are still developing their computers. Every time they're adding a new feature, every time they're changing the computer. So first computer was made in 1940. I also told you when second computer was made. It was made in 1956. Then I also told you that this was vacuum tubes and this was transistors. Remember this, okay? So like this they made and made. So the first time, the first computer to second computer, the time in between is called as first generation. The time between making a second computer to a third computer is called as second generation, third generation, fourth generation. Right now we are in fifth generation. Since first generation we have come to fifth generation in 2026. So right now 2020, if he asks in exam, which computer generation are we living in 2026? You have to say fifth generation. So 5 times these computers have been developing and developing. So back to our question, what does he say? Second generation computers were developed during. So where is our second generation? Here. This is second generation. So our answer should be 1956 to 1965. Here you see the starting point of second generation is 1956. So the right answer will be option B, 1956 to 1965. I hope this is clear. I told you many other points besides just the question, so make note of them also. Next question. Which of the following device can be used directly to image printed text? Now firstly, what does image printed text mean? Suppose you are taking photo of a paper. Imagine, okay, you are taking photo of a paper. On that paper you have written something. Suppose you have written hello on that paper. So when you take photo of this paper and send it to the old computer, the computer won't be able to see what is inside the photo. It won't be able to read what is written in the paper. Like today, in today's generation, if you take photo of a paper and you send it in Google Lens, you can see what is written. The computer can see what is written inside the paper. But in olden computers, that was not possible. So for that, they had a different device which was able to read what is on the question paper or what is on the paper. So he is asking, what is that device that was used for image printed text? So which device was able to read what was written inside that image? If you look at the options carefully, 2 options you can eliminate. By looking only you can say that is not the answer. First look at this barcode reader. Whenever you go to a shopping mall or some shopping area, you will see that the billing person will scan your goods that you're buying. On that there will be a barcode like this. Like this something will be there on that product. That barcode reader is what he is giving in options that it is used for image printed text. We know that is not the answer. It is used for a complete different purpose. Then if you see this option, OMR, few exams they get an answer sheet called as an OMR. Like this it will be there. On that bubbles will be there. Option A, B, C, D for first question. If option C is the correct answer, they bubble option C. B is the correct answer, they bubble option B. Like that it is there, no, OMR sheet. So he's saying that that OMR sheet is used for image printed text. Is that true? Is that possible? No. So this also you can eliminate. Now your two next options are MICR and OCR. To know which of this is answer, you must first know what is their full form. MICR stands for Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. And then OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition. So when you take photo of an image, and you write hello, that hello you have written with a pen only, no? Pen, pencil, whatever. But it is not any magnetic ink. Do we write from magnetic ink? No. So the answer has to be optical character recognition only. So the answer for this has to be optical character recognition, OCR. Okay. Next question is question 128. Which of the following codes used in present day computing was developed by IBM Corporation? You might have heard this IBM Corporation. Many of our friends, they work in this company. So even today, this IBM Corporation, it is a very prestigious company which contributes in development of computers. Even back then, even years ago in the 90s, this IBM Corporation used to contribute in developing computers, which is why it also made its own code. Now what is the code? Not some Java, BlueJ kind of code. Computers do not understand our language. They don't know what Hindi, English, Kannada is. They have their own way of communicating. You might know this. This is very basic. They talk in zeros and ones. It is called as the binary language. Okay. So that way of representing zeros and ones is called as a code here. Okay. There are types of codes he has given here. ASCII code, Baudot code, Hollerith code, EBCDIC. We need to first know what these options mean. So this ASCII code, it is a universally accepted code. You might know about this. It is very popular, ASCII code. It was introduced in the year 1963. Baudot code was the first code to be ever made. Okay, and it was introduced in the year 1870. This was introduced in 1890 and this was introduced in 1964. Okay, so if you are smart enough, from this timeline only you can say that IBM Corporation is used in present day. That means it is latest technology. In this, which is latest, which has come the last, EBCDIC. So this has to be the answer because this is the latest technology. Okay, but if you want to know some more knowledge about these codes, so I will tell you that this ASCII code stores 7-bit of data. Now what is bit? Bit is a memory unit. Like we measure water in liters, weight in kilograms, like that, bit is a memory unit. 1 bit is equal to 1 memory. So this ASCII stores 7-bit of data. Baudot code stores 5-bit of data. Hollerith code, it has a complete different code system. It has a different way of representing code. So you cannot measure that in number. It is a different process. Then EBCDIC stores 8-bit of data. So which one stores most bit of data? EBCDIC. Next question. Which of the following is the latest write-once optical storage media? What does it say? Write once. This is our keyword. right ones. Because if you see options, magnetic tape, floppy disk, hard disk, CD-ROM, you can instantly say what is the answer. Because see, what is the full form of ROM? Read only memory. This is also very basic. I think you guys are aware of this. If you don't know, write it down. ROM means read only memory. CD means compact disk. That I think you know. But ROM is read only memory. What does it say? Write once. Write. So this ROM, you can write it only once. You can read it many times, but you can write it only once. That is why the answer of this question is very simple, very direct. CD-ROM. Next question. What is the most important advantage of a video disk? What is a video disk? It is simply something that stores a video. Disk is a device that is used for storage. Anywhere in the question, if it is mentioned, it means the same thing. Something that stores. So video disk as in a disk that stores videos. So this is also a very easy question. Nowadays you guys can also relate that in your phones, videos take a lot of storage. Images and your documents, they take storage, but videos, they take a lot of storage. What will we do with low cost, high portability and processing speed if we don't have storage only? You understand what I'm saying? If you don't have storage to store your video, you can't do anything else. Your video will only not exist. That is why the most important advantage a video disk can give you is potential storage capacity. Okay, this will be our right answer. Next question. Question 131. What is the number of read-write heads in the drive for a 9-track magnetic tape? Now explaining you this whole number of read-write heads will take a lot of time. I am trying to keep it short. If you want detailed explanation of anything, just write in the comments. Our team will provide you detailed explanation in future. But for now, to solve this question, I will give you a trick. 9-track magnetic tape will have 9 number of read-write heads. If in the question it is given 16-track magnetic tape, how many number of read-write heads are there? Then for that question, answer will be 16. So you just have to check for this prefix number. Just see this number and that will be your correct answer. What people usually go wrong is they give 9 to read, give 9 to write. They do 9 plus 9, 18. They will mark this. That is the wrong answer. So directly from the question you can take number of read-write heads. 9-track magnetic tape means 9 only. If in the question it was given 16-track magnetic tape, then your answer would be 16. Like that, okay? Next question. Before a disk drive can access any sector record, a computer program has to provide the record's disk address. What information does this address specify? So if the question is lengthy, what I advise you to do is either write it in your own words or understand it like this. There is a disk, okay? And this disk wants to access sector records. Now suppose these are stored in a grid way. So this disk wants to access something from this. Everywhere in this sector there is some kind of knowledge, some kind of record. Now to that disk to access that record, which grid should it go? This one or this one or this one? How will the disk know? For that, some address needs to be provided to the disk. So he's asking what kind of address is it present? Is it track number or is it sector number? Is it surface number or all of the above? Simple trick to answer this question. The more the better. The more information of this address you have, the better it is for you. More accuracy will be there. Hence the answer will be all of the above. You want track number will be like which row it is there, sector number will be like on which column it is there or in which grid it is there. All of that it will give you. We are not going in details, but know that if many options are given, all of the above. We want as much as information we can. That is why we are choosing all of the above. Okay. Next question. Question 133. As compared to diskettes, hard disks are. Now we all know what hard disks are. Hard disks are memory storage devices. Diskettes are also memory storage devices, but there are few differences between these diskettes and these hard disks. So hard disks, first thing, know from this only, hard disks, hard as in they are very rigid. What does rigid mean? If you try to bend it, it will break. Break if bent. That means it is a very solid object. Like its name, it is very hard disks. But diskettes, they are less rigid. Less rigid as in, if you bend them a little, they won't break. They are pretty flexible. Flexible will be the key word for diskettes. So these diskettes are also called as floppy disks. From the word you can, I think, figure out floppy. Floppy as in flexible, very flexible these diskettes are. But the question is asking properties of a hard disk, not properties of a diskette. In the options he has given less rigid. Less rigid is a property of diskette, not hard disk. So you can quickly eliminate this option. Then next you have more expensive, more portable, slowly accessed. Hard disks are slowly accessed. Do you think that is possible? Because even in date, hard disks are being used and they are said to be very efficient in storage capacity. That is why this also you can eliminate because it is not slowly accessed. Okay, it is very efficient. More portable, more expensive. We have to choose from this. Now, hard disks are portable. You know what portable means, no? Easy to carry. Portable means easy to carry. So, we know hard disks are easy to carry, but diskettes are also easy to carry. So, you cannot bring portability in question here. There might be a slight difference in size. Hard disks might be smaller than diskettes, but they are both easy to carry. So this also you can eliminate. So the only option left is more expensive. So this is your correct answer. As compared to diskettes, hard disks are more expensive. Okay, next question. Floppy disks which are made from flexible plastic material are also called. Last question only we discussed, no? See, diskettes, flexible, floppy disks. So the answer is diskettes only. So if another name for floppy disks is diskette, and like I said here, no, they are very flexible. And here also he has given flexible plastic. So the correct answer is diskettes. So your next question is regarding a VDU, which statement is more correct? Firstly, what is a VDU? VDU means visual display unit. Okay, so it is asking that which statement is more correct. Before seeing the options only, you know one thing about visual display unit is that your video is printed on the screen. Okay, it is something that is being given by the computer. That means it is output of the computer. That is why the correct answer is that it is an output device. Because can a video be an input? Especially in old computers like that. Can video be input? No. Peripheral device and hardware item, it is not even in question. Video you cannot touch. You know what hardware items are? No. Items of parts of a computer that you can touch and feel are called hardware items. Can you touch a video? You cannot. So it is a very easy answer actually. It is an output device. Next, what is the name of the computer terminal which gives paper printout? So we know that paper printout is something hardware, because I just told you it is something that you can touch and feel. You get a paper printout through a printer. Now, is printer software or hardware? It is hardware, because you can touch and feel a printer. That is why the answer is hard copy terminal. Okay. Next, in which year was a chip used inside the computer for the first time? So for this you have to recall the first question that we discussed, question 126. What did I say? In first generation we used vacuum tubes. In second generation we used transistors. In third generation, I didn't tell you this, make note of this. In third generation, we used chips or IC. IC means integrated circuit. Write it down. IC means integrated circuit. So the important part in first generation computers was vacuum tubes. Important part in second generation was transistors. Likewise, in third generation, important part was chips and integrated circuit. So again, timeline you have to make. Don't make an exam. For now you make and just memorize. We learned about first to second generation timelines. 1964 to 1971. This was the timeline for third generation. So in what were chips and IC used? Third generation. What is this question also asking us? About chip or IC only. We have to see in which of these options fall in third generation year. 1964 to 1971. This only. So this has to be our correct answer. Okay. Next question is MSI stands for. What is the meaning of MSI? It is asking. I will directly tell you the full form. It means medium scale integrated circuits. But MSI also, it is a classification. MSI is medium scale, no. There is small scale integrated circuits before this. After this there is large scale integrated circuits. So these are the types of kind of integrated circuits based on their scale. So in the question he has asked MSI, medium scale integrated circuits. We can go in detail about what they mean, about what they are, and any related topic to it. But for now we are only going to discuss these many questions. If you guys are interested in preparing more in this subject for PSTR exam, please let us know in the comment section. Then we can completely solve the paper for you. Then we can make whatever kind of classes also you guys want. So I hope you guys liked this video. Please like and subscribe and keep learning. Okay, bye.